Ladies and germs, it's good to see you here. We just finished game number 1. I'm going to be that dude, Grant. We're going to have another dude next to me, Jack. Another one named Lacoste. And on the throne, his dudeliness, Dakota.
His dudliness.
Dudliness. How's it going over there?
It's going great. I'm trying to figure out the details of a decree I'm looking to make for this game. I would love it if you guys had to kind of do a musical chairs thing. Maybe you had to change positions down one spot. But I'm trying to wonder what would be the trigger point here. Maybe if we see a killing spree or above. Killing spree, ultra kill, or rampage. You guys are going to have to shift down one position to your right.
And you stay there?
I'm staying here.
All right, I mean, you're the king. All right, we do have a draft now, but I'm fine with that. Jack, you seem a little bit nervous.
No, it sounds fun.
Jack, one killing spree or above, you get to go right into the fabled observer position.
I'm nervous.
So wait,
if we're
talking about what if someone gets a triple kill and then 2 seconds later,
you're gonna swap twice?
Damn, that is gonna be. I'm not good at math, but
I'm gonna try to look out for it and hit the alarm.
All right, anytime the alarm, we have to swap. Sounds good to me. Complexity, get a scoop of that Earthshaker first pick, and then the Dire this time will get AA plus Clockwork.
That crisp just broke my ear.
Yeah, it was crispy. Necro's still in the pool. We'll see if they want to leave it through the second phase again.
Jakiro guys, let's not forget.
We're not. It seems weird, right? We saw him for so much, and then now just these two teams playing each other, no one wants to pick him.
Yeah, I think maybe the clock ban discourages the Jakiro a little bit, and obviously the natural combination with the AA being able to set up some blasts. And, of course, it's an annoyance for the Earthshaker as well if the Clockwork manages to get onto him. So, you won't see, like, the same drafts often in this kind of situation, but you'll see, like, kind of there's different thought processes for each hero that comes out, right? So this is the strain that they want to go with this time. Different from last game.
Have you guys noticed on the Complexity logo, it looks like they just have the L below the logo? Like they're taking that L like they did last game? It does, right? That looks a little weird.
That's only over here, though, right?
Yeah, but that's their main logo. It's always just kind of, made me a little bit angry. I don't know who designed it, but that will be a puck grab from Complexity. So they already have in those first two picks, pretty big team fight there. Yep, I agree. And
yeah, good talk.
We're gonna see some bans. Dire's gonna use some of their reserve time. They're gonna ban out Panda this time. They obviously know Complexity likes to play it, pretty good at it, and it almost, it took down almost a full Rax out of nowhere. It can do a lot of different things, and they do ban out the Necrophos in the second phase this time.
Wouldn't mind if we always like to speculate when we see the Clockwork come out and puck on the other side, but CC&C Shadow Fiend, do we dare?
Do we dare?
Do we dare?
We've seen one Shadow Fiend, right?
No, I don't think we've seen any Shadow Fiend.
We talked about it yesterday.
You think we did?
Yeah.
Do we want to wager?
I
don't think so.
So it's 2 versus 2 if I
think it's 3 versus Lacoste.
I was kind of thinking we did 2.
Yeah, but that Marana you thought also, Grant, and you were
wrong. Who played it?
Bro, let me think.
James
Smith.
Yeah,
James Smith, of course. How could we forget?
All right.
What?
I'm going to give up my play-by-play duty to Jack. You got to take it over for 1 minute while I look this up.
If I was the observer, I would just have tapped out and looked it up right now. But
yeah, I already got it. You could do it right now when you're not the observer. It's even
but you're already on it, Grant. I got to let you do your thing. So
well, can you play-by-play really quick? Well, you're not doing it yet.
You got a Beastmaster band coming out on the side of the Dire, and Anti-Mage off the board from Complexity, who have been very quick about their last few bans. Where do we see this draft going, Lacoste?
Back to me, a global presence already, 2 heroes, AA plus Clockwork. That's a lot of damage. I don't know what they want to combine it with.
Should they...
CC&C does not play Invoker, right?
He does. And here it is. Leviathan versus DCSA game number 2. Shadow Fiend was
boys
picked.
Are out.
Well, nobody wagered anything. You could have, but you didn't. So you lose.
Yeah, at least I had Lacoste back on like Jack. All right, back to a real play-by-play. Jack, get the hell out of here. Boop, boop, boop. If you didn't see on the camera, I just booped him.
Don't boop him so hard, Grant.
Sorry about that, Jack.
Damn.
Bloodseeker now from the Dire. Who would have guessed before this tournament, like, what's one of the top 5 most picked heroes? Oh, Bloodseeker. Oh, okay. But it is.
I don't think that was that hard to guess. I mean...
What? You think it would be one of the top 5 picked heroes, actually, when you have all these other heroes?
I don't know if it's top 5 picked. I think it's.
I think it is.
All right, time. Who's in the top 5? If you get 3 of them.
Night Stalker.
I don't think Night Stalker's he's been banned more than picked.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's top 6 actually.
The Puck's up there.
I'm sure we have some stats people that want to do a little bit of
Puck, Puck,
searching.
Earthshaker, and AA are probably definitely up there, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if Lich
AA.
and Venno and Nature's Prophet have been let through enough times, but
Venno
it feels like
banned.
they're always there. Well, yeah, not this game, but I mean, I feel like they're pretty much.
Yeah, but most of the games,
Venno
was
right.
banned.
Okay.
So pretty much, if someone at home wants to look this up and Bloodseeker
Someone
is
would do
in
the
top
work.
5, tweet it at me. If they are not, tweet it at Jack. So then we know. Like,
It's going to be a little bit harder to look up though, because
I don't think that's that hard.
no, because the stats for the tournament are also blended with the summit ones, right?
But you just
Some
go
five
through a
ones?
certain date. You manually do it. I just manually looked through like 15 games and found Shadow. It doesn't take that long.
I mean, trust me, I wish the ticket
but you
system was
didn't,
Not Garbo.
not
you didn't compile
Garbo.
all the heroes for 15 games. You were just looking for one.
I could just write them down and then connect the dots.
I will be here, Grant. Go for
All
it.
right, take over for about 35 minutes here, Jack. Just kidding. Dazzle gonna get picked up. I think this has been honestly Kyle's best hero he's played during this tournament. Good to see him go back to it. But it is a Bloodseeker versus Dazzle. He's going to always have that damage, even with Grave. Grave actually gives him more damage because, I mean, he's just alive running around swinging on people. Pardon me.
Not likely for a Huskar, as there's already an AA, and even Bloodseeker can do okay, but I wonder, Terrorblade, also been a big prominent core figure that benefits a lot from the Shallow Grave. Could be an option.
Could be.
Back to you.
Thank you. Jack, I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at my screen. The
And
Dire
looking
right
good.
now, they've committed to 2 supports. It looks like it could be an offlane Clockwork. We saw it yesterday from MSS. But more than likely,
we
their
saw
support
it,
duo.
Sorry, we saw it yesterday, but it's not as efficient as position 4 Clockwork. At one point, I mentioned he was, level 10. I think the position 4 support was higher level than him. I mean, it's still a Clockwork, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He does what he does. Hooks, battery, cogs, and that's pretty much it.
Give some vision with Rocket occasionally, yeah. So, Jack, who do you want to see? They only have 7 seconds. Pick a hero right now.
Radiant team pick.
Sven.
I mean, Jack, you didn't even try. It's a Jakiro.
So it's an offlane Clockwork, huh?
Or I saw core Jakiro getting played last night in FPL by some of the people on the Dire. So
Middle or safe lane?
I believe it was actually middle by Mason, but PPD
So let's see if they think
picked
it's
it.
going to be like a TA or something.
Oh! Whoa.
Z-Freak Chen is back. That means
Offlane
it's an
Earthshaker
offlane
or
Earthshaker.
Yep, more than likely. And
Or
we did see
mid
their
Earthshaker.
Chen. They're
Or farming Dazzle.
yeah, or farming Devil. Shout
Or
out to
mid
shout out
Chen.
to Dandy. I'll give Dandy that one. He definitely made the
Mid-Chen,
middle
no
dev.
creeps, penitence, test of
Nuke
fate.
Chen.
Dagan.
Dude, that thing's
That
actually
thing
broken.
hurts, actually.
That's
You-
a
you
Bulba
just-
build, though.
yeah.
You know, don't
The
take
that build has like 1 power peak that one time, and it's over forever.
He's like a Skywrath middle. You get so many kills, you do so much damage, and you just die once, and it feels like
It
your
causes
whole
a lot
game
of tilt
stopped.
because the other team, if you get killed by the other team's just going to be flaming you for getting handled by a Chen mid.
I mean, but
it's really
Chen
not that
middle
embarrassing to
wins.
get handled by a Chen mid. Yeah.
And people think that in the plebs, but you know, us top tier players, we know that Chen's just nasty middle. And that is a Chen pick. We've seen it, I believe, 1 or 2 other times, and Z-Freak had a pretty good game of it.
Yep.
They won every game, so I'm going to assume he
You have
had
the
a good
synergy
game.
with the Shadow Wave. It becomes a much harder target for Clockwork to be able to hit.
Yeah.
A lot of mobility for being able to just come and gank the lanes. That's Klink's just adding to that a little bit more.
So
well.
we were talking about kind of doing single cores yesterday, right? Like Leviathan was doing it a lot. Isn't that kind of what Complexity has here with the Klinks?
10 seconds remaining.
Well, Puck scales well, but it's something different than VGJ Storm. They run 3 cores.
Yeah.
I like
here
how
we
the
go, last
Clinks
pick.
has Chen on his team in case he needs a free death pact in a fight.
Oh, that's true too. Especially if you get one. Yeah. Okay, so
single
Yeah,
core
plus
is,
he gets more-
definitely dangerous, especially if you're single coring into something they don't counter that hard. In this case, it's a Dragon Knight, right? So it's gonna be very difficult to bring him down at some point. And Klinks isn't that kind of single core where he can obviously like a Sven or something like that, or Medusa who farms out stacks and can do multiple heroes worth of work in terms of damage later on. So they're going to have to play this super quickly. They're going to need to dominate their lanes, be pushing high ground and sieging it very fast to win this game. And we've seen this trend as well from Peter in his drafting. Like, he's willing to have the stronger late game lineup and kind of pressure you to have to play into them. He's taken that approach a few times. I feel like this is kind of the case here, but they have tempo as well with the Bloodseeker, Clockwork, and AA. So they can, if they can get those pickoffs before complexity reaches the critical mass, they can slow them down and bring this game into a spot that's good for them.
And we have seen Dragon Knight's actually been pretty successful hero these not the last couple days, but it was played that one time between VGJ and the Dire here. And it won both games, so we're just going to get straight into this bad boy right now.
Reminder about the decrees. I think I said killing spree or whatever. I'm just going to say
meant a triple kill.
Yeah, but I think that's like kind of hard to get. Let's just say double kill or above.
All right.
Double kill or more.
And you have to hit the alarm, though. You have to pound the alarm like Nicki Minaj.
And I will just leave this on until you actually make the switch.
All right, I'm fair with that. Oh, and this is going to be an interesting... Z-Freak actually possibly caught out here. Peter wants to get him with the body block. Oh, no, CCNC's not even going to come. He'll just hit him up. He's like, wait, why am I going for the block? No one else is even here. And now uphill will be Limp and Chessie, and they'll just run back. Z-Freak doesn't get a ward down, but the Radiant doesn't, or the Dire doesn't know that. They might look for something. Top lane, we see the creep camp blocked by the Observer ward placed by the Radiant. And Moo, what do you feel about offlane? We talked about Clockwork being a 4 and a 3. What about Earthshaker? Like, what makes him so different in the 3 and 4 role?
Just the timing on a blink dagger, I guess. That's pretty much it.
Yep. All right.
If he gets the levels up fast enough, and with blink, he becomes a much stronger solo killing force.
Levels, yeah.
If you're under leveled and he's got the enchant totem up, like he has the potential to actually burst down a lot more heroes by himself almost.
Yeah, we did see that was during the TI qualifiers when actually coL was playing, and that was, he was just killing it like that. And it looks like they are going to come in. Misery, they're just going to pop down the cogs, maybe trying to steal a rune. They won't get it. Chessie, just going to go back to the lane. They get a little bit of harass on Misery, actually a ton of harass on Misery. He'll probably just pop his health potion if he wants to stay around. No, he's just going to eat tangles. Sip on the trees. coL's sitting around waiting for him to come back up. He'll look at Misery. They're just waiting for him, but they have the ward on him down here, so he knows when coL leaves and when he doesn't.
Oh, look at the build on coL. Blightstone already. Chen pretty much bought everything.
Yep, and that seems to be Chen, that hero. Yeah, you don't really need to start with items because luckily you have a creep helping you out. Bottom lane, it will be a Korjuk hero in the off lane. It's going to be Misery trying to help him out a little bit. And Klink's at level 1. He can harass you a little bit, but if you get harassed as well, he is pretty, 540 HP. Not very much armor. He has 5, but he's under the tower. And Misery takes a little bit of damage here. Middle lane, it is going to be Puck versus DK. If this is a straight up 1v1 right now, who actually wins the CS game if it's the same person playing, say?
The Prey Dragon or the Dragon Knight?
Yeah.
Jack, back to you.
Honestly, who would win? No, depends. If it's the same person playing both heroes.
PC comes out again.
He's got plenty of regen to get through the early levels to CCNC, so I think he might have a bit of a deficit early on, but beyond that, he should be okay once the rotations go.
Let's say 5-minute mark, they'll probably have the equal CS.
All right. And bottom lane seems like where most of the action might be taking place. Misery going for this pull, and coL actually couldn't stop it. Oh, but Misery, he didn't get it. Ooh. That's actually rough. The lane will stay in their favor, and Chessie gets the range creep denied because of that as well. Misery trying to run away, gets poison touched up, but coL's just going to keep hitting him, get those Blightstone hits on him. Thinks he'll do a little bit more damage. Who misses that creep?
So what do you think the Chen is going to be looking to do here? Obviously, I was going to say, is it grind up, be greedy, and farm because some of the gank options may be limited, or do you still look out and get something done? My answer seems to be before me, though, gentlemen, as he's already on the move to the top lane here.
It doesn't feel like he can get a kill here, but he can definitely just get a lot of harass done. That Satyr will do a ton of damage, but it doesn't feel like they can lock anyone down.
They pinged him, it looks like. They know he's there.
Yeah, look at that. Peter just tanks a little bit of damage. He can throw it out again in 3 seconds. So nothing too crazy going on right now, actually. Just both teams farming. Limp doing a pretty good job middle. 16-2 versus 13-1. Like you said, they are very, very even, though. Double null versus Scout Shield plus Quelling Blade. He's going to fly back. Top lane. Z-Freak just keeping that Satyr. Now Moo's like, oh, I can tank some creeps. We got that sweet 5, 6 HP regen, or it's 6, my bad. Who do you believe the lanes are going better for right now? You see the CS, you see how the lanes are kind of playing out. Who's winning bottom lane, actually? It's the Dire, right?
I think the lanes are actually pretty good for the Dire. Again, the DK isn't really threatened unless the Chen comes in. It's really going to depend on the Chen. If he's able to make quality rotations here and either, for example, go on top when they're committed to going onto Earthshaker, Mu doesn't have mana right now and they can kind of zone him back. Or mid if the Dragon Knight gets a little bit too low somehow from the puck. Those are the only real opportunities that he has. And Jakiro's doing a really good job of keeping this Clinks down a little bit as well. So. But I think things change when the ults come online. When you have Clinks at 6, he begins to be able to fight back. Obviously, Earthshaker 6 and Puck 6 as well. They can definitely make some moves.
In middle lane here, he is going to bottle up with the Chen, who has a net creep as well as the Satyr. Satyr has only one Hadouken, though. And he's going to try to run in. Unfortunately, gets the Nence off, but a little too deep under the tower. And Misery was waiting anyways. I think if he smoked there, maybe possibly kill, but they didn't want to waste the smoke if it didn't work out. And he's just fine going back to farming. Mu, level 3.5 against Pycat 4 up top. Peter getting some
regional for DK.
Ooh. And that is going to be nice for him. Just a free bottle fill. Not only that, but then the regen rune. He's going to have tons. It's just going to be almost impossible to bring him down unless you bring more than one.
So Chen's rotating towards this bottom lane. If your complexity in this rotation doesn't work out, do you start getting nervous?
Oh, they're already going on Zai. Zai needs a TP. He has no mana.
Well,
Zai
he's just dual breath,
just
so he doesn't
here.
have mana, so he's going to go down for sure.
Yep, Chessie, though, is getting destroyed here. Nice heal up from Kyle. Oh. Kyle take the kill. The Hadouken does fly in about 0.2 seconds Slate trying to steal it, and, well, now Chessie will have a little bit of a lane, obviously. He needs some regen. Tango will get shared from Z-Freak to him. Brings his own regen as well. Middle lane. Misery wants to kind of move in. He already used his orb, but 12 seconds. It'll be back up if he really wants to go in again. Oh, from behind, though. Here comes... What? He has mangoes. That's all he has. So he has one level. He has one level 1 stun. Misery is going to find Limp, and there we go. Makes him use all of that. Get him move up. And this is a very weird rotation by Dire, no? 4 heroes middle.
I mean, Zai steps in to hand off a bottle,
yeah.
It looked like, to CCNC.
But now it feels like, are they just...
But now they're lingering a bit, lollygagging there.
Well, they were expecting a move to come in. Limp just hit 6. Actually, he didn't have it the last wave.
Okay.
They weren't sure where the Chen was going after that. Logical place for him to go next would be mid, after he hit bottom.
They're
coming though.
They're still sitting around middle. Just Z-Freak behind Limp right now. They're actually going to go forward. Hadouken comes out. There goes the net. Limp is going to go forward. He won't go toward the orb though. Smart play by him, seeing the rotation from PPD as well as Misery. And already back bottom, Zai coming down with the dual breath. And the liquid fire hits the tower, and the hero does so much damage. Look at Clinks. He's actually getting bullied out of lane just by level 2 of both spells.
We saw this with Dire when they picked Medusa mid as well. The last series, I forgot against who, but it was kind of like they parked this tanky hero mid, and this not. I don't want to say it's a win condition, but it's something that you have a hard time getting through. Like if you want his tower, he has no reason to really leave. He'll pressure your tower if you do leave. You can't really kill him unless you overcommit. And that's going to slow down a very fast pace that Complexity wants to play.
Yep. I have a feeling that Complexity lineup is really weak. They have
Middle
a lot of
lane?
heal, but they have no one to heal, actually. No one in the front.
Oh, they're going in on the middle lane. They actually stun up onto the Chen. He has a haste rune. He's just going to TP. He should be able to get out. Looks like he will. Throws out the solo ulti from Limp onto the Clockwork. That might have been a mistake because there is a haste rune CCNC. Nope, they will just get out.
He just wanted to hold Clockwork so he can get close and cancels Chen's TP with the cogs.
Bottom lane.
That was a nice net there.
Chessie and Zai. Oh, Chessie. Oh, he sees him. Will he get trapped in? He's going to get one more. Gets it. And that's a... I mean, it is just a Jakiro, but that is their offlane Jakiro, and your Clinks just solo killed him. That is going to feel good for them. Over here, though, Kyle might be in a little bit of trouble here. A lot of trouble. I will say, though, CCNC is doing a really good job of getting these runes. Didn't we talk about, like, one of the bad things about DK is he's, like, the least mobile mid-hero, but he's still getting all these runes. Is that just, well, what's going, why, I guess?
Well,
getting lucky?
One of the runes just happened to kind of be top when he's going for it. But that's another point that you would expect the Chen to be a factor in. Kind of control the runes. If his creep isn't being used for farming, maybe, let's say you get the troll, you can potentially put the little skeleton warriors at the runes and just have them keep an eye on those. For
top lane maybe in trouble.
I think just a Chen and a Daz, unfortunately. And we do see Kyle does go for that second point in poison touch again. Little extra damage, a little extra slow. We've seen him go quite a bit, actually, haven't we?
I just get too nervous. I would save the point just in case. Like, I don't know. You
I mean,
feel
you're not
bad
aggressive. You're kind of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. More
I'm
of
just
a
kidding,
defensive. But yeah, you feel bad like if they die and you're like, well, I went 2-0-2.
Yeah. And they're just going to push out top tower. Pretty easy to do with the Satyr Tormentor. The aura is actually so nice. The health regen just helps the creeps push, and who will pick it up? Z-Freak does. Dire does bring down bottom tower as well, that liquid fire. So both teams have tons of push. I wouldn't say either team has that much team fight this early, but they have tons of push.
Yeah, the clock is also good at delaying pushes a little bit with cogs and can help you to contest runes. If you look at what the Dire lineup does with the Dragon Knight and the Jakiro, if you leave their lanes to go Deathball elsewhere, they will take towers in return. And so then it's a quick question of how quickly you can take your objectives from Complexity.
Yeah, look at bottom and top again. Both already used their next glyph. And I mean, no one's rotating to either of these solo pushes, one by Z-Freak and one by that. Here we go. Moo will come down now. He has a Soul Ring. He's going to pull the creeps off, and Chen is doing a far better job because they do have that Siege unit still. And this is going to be a tier 2 for sure. Siege unit should be able to put in enough work here. Oh, maybe deny. Yes, PPD will get it, so Radiant probably not happy that happened, but they already got the tier 2, meaning the Dire jungle's open for him, especially with the Clinks, right? He can just punish anyone who goes into the jungle. He's only level 6, though. What are these levels? They seem really low. Just Puck and DK, both at 8. The Clinks only level 6. Yeah, strange game.
Yeah, this is when things start to break down a little bit. More loose play with the lanes. This is going to be really important to see if Complexity can grab kills to assemble Deathball. Another thing is their lineup is relatively squishy. Even with Clinks has his Death Pact up, like not the most durable of heroes.
Yeah. That's
not good against A ult or Bloodseeker, and it makes it harder for them to take a sustained fight against something like a DK as well. They just get grinded down a lot faster, it feels like.
Yeah. Misery, tries to break some of Limp's mana here, and the rune bottom lane. So yeah, Limp really is having a rough one with these runes. DK getting both top runes, but Z-Freak will take that bottom rune. Well, we don't see that often. He went Treads before Veil and Blink on the puck. Oh, they're just going to go in the middle. He's going to break it up. Do we have a net? There it is. Here comes the stomp from the Centaur. Perfectly timed. We have the rocks already getting thrown in. Taking up a lot of damage, but they will bring him down. Don't even have to use the ulti from Earthshaker. I mean, didn't have the mana for it, but this is looking like a mid tower now as well.
Alright, siege creep timing. There it goes. 2 siege creeps plus some extra creeps from Chen. It's kind of weird to see Chen participating in 1 kill only at 10 minutes.
But he did participate in 2 tower kills up top, I guess. There's just not much fighting. There's
no
only 4 kills in general, yeah. It feels this is a very fast-paced game with very little kills. And there comes a macro pyre to defend middle.
The dual lanes help with that as well. There's some form of backup there usually that prevents your other hero from stealing one down.
Yay.
Stronger lanes and
you can do it again because you messed it up so bad last time if you want, Grant.
Yeah, it's on you. Sorry, Jack. Back to you.
All right,
Kyle,
Kyle
you missed a kill.
Bottom.
Sorry. Back to you.
He just dies bottom to Pycat. Throws on the ulti. Did he not have a TP, or he did? Maybe just didn't have time to get it off.
Damn.
Middle lane, Orb's going to fly through. They're just going to try to push this out. DK doesn't have ult for 30, so they shouldn't be able to push. We see Moo already trying to slow it down. It's going to be that. Chessie actually farming the enemy team jungle. Soul Ring, Treads, Wand. Not even Aquila, just the normal Bassi. And he's saving that creep to eat. Has it. Not much he can do with that, though. And he knows
dust
it.
on Clockwork.
Look at this. He's like, oh, there's quite a few heroes here. PPD is level 6. We saw that.
The only one who should be farming and getting the kills is not getting the kills on side of Complexity.
Yep.
It's gonna be a rough game for them once they get the levels up. Radiance on a Bloodseeker, DK with that drums. They can easily push with the Liquid Fire level 4 on Jakiro.
And he actually does go, he goes Medallion for, he went Phase Boot, Midas, Medallion on Bloodseeker. Any specific reasons? Zai's dying, by the way. Looks like he will go down. Blast is going to fly. Nail Chessie and Kyle. Zai is not even dead. The last touch of Poison Touch actually will kill him. But that is a 2-for-2 trade now. Nice creep block on the hook by the Hellbear. Smasher Penitence flies. They take a lot of damage. Eats the Fairy Fire.
Well, Bloodseeker is squishy, especially when he uses a Blood Rage, and only one who can kill him actually is a Bone, so that's one of the reasons just to boost up some armor.
Alright. Chen is level 6, has heal. Yeah.
And if he gets that Solar Crest, I mean, items like that are, they're not greedy items, but not only are they always good, but they require usually itemization to deal with.
Middle lane, coL.
That is just so dirty.
Has Grave, though. He's going to time this. Yeah, he should be fine.
Okay.
I don't even think he has to Grave, technically, but he will just in case.
Anyone else but a Dazzle?
Oh, no, and look at this. Stun comes up on this Jakiro, who does get met down. Look at that armor, plus the buckler, but Moo goes forward, just hits him with the Echo Slam. And now, possible mid-tower harass coming out. Doesn't look like they can actually kill it, but they'll harass it down a little.
Just imagine if you put a Solar Crest on a DK.
Oh yeah, we've seen that before. He is that, maybe a Helm of the Dominator on another hero, get some ice armor. Yeah. Always feels unkillable.
And that's something that has to be dealt with through itemization, and that's just putting so much pressure because your only real hero who's going to be able to farm something like either a Bloodthorn or an MKB to help deal with that is the Clinks, and he's, his momentum has been interrupted a few times.
Yep, top lane.
He's only got 50 CS.
Misery's in trouble. He doesn't have the vision, though. He's going to move forward, try to go. Here comes Limp, and there we go. Should be a kill. Pops the dust. And as I actually...
As you mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, I was joking. Misery's getting the Helm of the Dominator. It is. I mean, that 8 armor is nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, that Vampire Frost Mage.
Yeah, you got to be careful for him.
Yeah, he might go for the Smasher as well to push the waves out. Again, he's done that just about every game. And then you have now 3 heroes at least.
Or, listen to this, he can steal a Chance Creep in the middle of a fight and stun them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's a Midas as well in Pycat, so, steal 1 creep, convert another, and...
Stun the other one, the third one with the
game
stun.
Chen regrets not going the mid-Dagon build.
Gotta counter that, Chen.
Looks like Misery searching in the jungle, places down a ward. The creeps might have actually seen that. Look at him just moseying along on the Mud Golem.
Moseying.
Look at he's moseying.
Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger, though. We didn't mention it.
I've always wondered, yeah, we Blink, why are rock-type Pokemons weak to water?
I don't know. Never made any sense.
I mean, I've seen like rocks that are like, at the beach and they get hit by those tidal waves over and over again. They wither away. It's a long process.
Question. I mean, there is the saying like water upon rock, but that heavily favors rock, right?
Yeah, it feels like
but over time, let's say 1,000 years, water will destroy rock.
But you don't have 1,000 years for a Pokemon battle. I mean, by that point, there'll probably be 6,000.
All right, now we have time to break this down.
Yeah, Jack's actually going to break it down. I know, water does kind of hurt those igneous rocks, but it also just makes them flat and smooth. It doesn't actually kill them.
Yeah.
Wait, Jack's looking this up.
I mean, what
right now.
else would rock be weak to, then, if not water?
I mean, that's true.
Psychic?
Definitely not leaf.
Psychic, yeah.
Psychic,
I can psychic a rock.
No,
no
rocks
problem.
are too stupid. They don't have brains.
Oh, Thunder versus Rock?
I think Rock's pretty favored in that matchup. Dude, Rock's just too strong. They had to just make some stuff up, and it looks like Jack, right?
But actually, it makes sense that water beats Rock.
Why?
Yeah, because if you see the ocean waves hitting those rocks, they mold them.
They
change
them.
They change them.
Oh, there's a smoke gang not smoke gang coming bottom. They're gonna find CC&C. He doesn't have anything except the little Mud Golem here, and Moo's actually gonna get a kill somewhere. I didn't see him. That's on me. Oh, he was down there too.
Can't see both sides. There's action simultaneously going on.
Yep. And that is a free kill. Probably gonna go into a tower kill here as well. They have Glyph, a free one. Oh, that's my...
There's going to be no double kills or more this game, I can already tell.
It really doesn't feel
Decree
like
is the worst shit ever.
Maybe Moo. Moo definitely has a good chance of doing
That's
it.
true, that's true.
And looks like they won't even get this tower, actually. They'll just leave it down here, 170, undeniable. They definitely want that gold. In a game where you have Chen, taking towers is good, but if they get denied, losing that much gold is rough. Middle tower goes down because they don't have a glyph for it. He's going to be ruptured. Throws out the silence. Uh-oh. They have a sentry ward actually right there. Clockwork hooking. That is some wrong place, wrong time kind of stuff. Good initiation, but Zephyr gets to kill bottom on Zai, and they will get this tower. But that's sentry ward just sitting there.
We'll take mid tower in return. They're okay with being just about even or even a little bit behind on towers.
Yeah.
And core kill and Clinks. And again, this hero's already going to have a hard time scaling at all this game. He's only got 64 last hits. He had a bit of a rough lane. He hasn't really flown off with kills and stuff either. So I think Dire have basically achieved basically what they wanted out of this early mid game. They've really slowed down the timing, and I think now really it's just a matter of continuing to hold your towers, letting your heroes scale a little bit. And I think within 5-10 minutes, it's going to be very hard for Complexity to take fights.
Yeah. Bottom lane, Moo's sitting down here. Doesn't have his ulti, but has Fisher as well as Enchant Totem with that maxed Aftershock. Doesn't look like anything will happen though.
Yeah, with the Blink Dagger on DK, they can easily lock down either Puck or just initiate on an Earthshaker as well. Puck, you mentioned it, he went for Power Treads and Veil. Usually he goes for one of those two, either Veil into Blink or Power Treads into Blink. So his Blink Dagger is a bit delayed, but there was not much action going on. I guess that's why. Zai once again, will he go down?
There is help around the corner.
Feels like Limp could just maybe blink in, try to burst him down, but like you said, there was help around the corner. Weave will actually hit on CC&C, which might make him back out here. They're going to lose a ton of armor on both Jakiro as well as him. We'll see if they want to push a middle early macro.
You never think too much about that Weave armor, but it's actually a really big deal in team fights. So.
Yeah, look at Dragon Knight is going to be under 8, and then it's gone. He's back up to 25. Moo, they want to find a fight. He even has level 2 ulti, not for 30 seconds though, pardon me, and now coL actually Sentry Ward's that Sentry Ward. Chessie was like, oh, I knew that son of a gun was there, but they miss out the Observer Ward, which kind of hurts them a tad.
Shows him right now, do that move.
Creeps. Taking a ton of damage here. Z-Freak with the good micro just sends back the one that was about to die to the base.
And Dire Ward in high ground spots out a couple of Complexity heroes in waiting, and yeah, how do you take this objective? There's like no way of forcing it, right?
Unless Moo finds like 3 heroes, yeah, exactly.
coL are just, they want to move forward so bad in this game and they can't.
Yep.
The Dire
holding the
is
line.
in no rush at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they have better late game with the DK, AA, and Bloodseeker, so they don't really care.
He almost has that Radiance, like you said now. Oh, here we go, middle lane. Weave is going to come out just to stun. And that's that. 3 hits from Chessie onto the towers is about all they get. And right now, Pycat is level 15. About 400 away from that Radiance. Do you think they want to fight once he gets Radiance, or just continue doing this?
Yeah, they just want to delay.
Just keep delaying,
Delay
doesn't
the
matter.
fight until he gets the Radiance. Oh, and
Pycat is getting initiated, though. This is not good for him. Will he just throw out the ulti? He does. Doesn't get the other stun off, though. Has the silence. coL, level 2 poison will fly onto, and Pycat.
What?
Oh, destroys Moo.
Jesus.
Limp will take him down, but I mean, that's definitely an all chat worth it, right, Jack?
Yeah, he put the Blood Rage on him last second for a more powerful swipe onto Earthshaker.
Yeah, plus he used Medallion on him as well.
We're expecting the Grave, I guess, but it
Oh, you're right. He was just. Oh, yeah, that was definitely okay. Yeah,
Suspect.
Yeah, very suspect.
well, Grave with 2 points in Grave at level 10, it's got or I don't know.
He has 4.
He has 4 now. Did
He
he
had
have?
level 2 there.
Yeah, he had 2 at the time, so he just got shorter cast range.
He was still close. Yeah, I think they just thought they were gonna kill him. They really didn't expect him to get do that much damage with.
Yeah,
like
but
you
they
said,
don't deal that much damage because of the Medallion. He only used it aggressively
last
on the
hit.
last hit. Yeah.
So a little bit misplay from somebody there, but a very good play by Pycat as well, just timing it correctly. And he does have his, no, still about 200 off from Radiant. Now they're pushing forward a tad. Chessie still hasn't been able to find anything. He's going Deso.
Yeah, but Chessie can also steal the creep, the Helm of the Dominator creep from Misery.
If he knows this,
there is Ogre Frost Mage.
Is he
gonna get it?
Found it.
A cold-blooded sucker.
Also, if you have the creep armor with Chen, I mean, you have like a mobile recharge station. It's like a mid-air refueling for the Clinks, like on Air Force One or something. You can
Look at those.
He's killing it.
Fangs. No.
He killed it. I'm actually really surprised he killed him to just save it for like 20 seconds.
Another feature of this Complexity lineup, again, they want to get off to a good start, and once those towers drop, they should be able to take Roshan. But at this point, the game state doesn't even really allow them to do that. Like, with Chen creeps tanking and Medallion up on Clink's, Roche should go down pretty quickly, especially with the Dazzle as well. But they haven't even gotten a chance to do that. They really feels like they've lost control of this game at this point.
Yeah, Moo just TP'd for 2 seconds, then just canceled and kept top, but nothing will come of it.
Misery's items, he just bought the magic stick. He just went straight for that helm.
Loves it.
His mana pool is super low. Jack, I have a feeling that we're not teasing each other enough this game.
Yeah, because you guys
like
are both
decent
ugly.
human beings.
What is that? Who's that a dig at? Who's not a decent human being?
Well, usually I am. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's the hat, probably.
Yeah, it feels like the Angel's hat just made you just a
an A's
terrible
hat.
person. It's like the cursed hat from Harry Potter, and now he took it off, and he's just the most wonderful human being we've ever met.
French Timberlake.
French
Justin Timberlake, you said.
French Bulldog Timberlake. Just kidding. This Roche, double damage from Chessie. They're trying to bring it down. This is about the only chance they have of bringing it. Oh, no, but here comes the Dire. No Macro Pyre. Has the Ice Path. Chessie, if he doesn't get back, he gets the Aegis. And I don't think Dire doesn't know. They don't know what's going on in that pit, so they're nervous to just push on through, and looks like that'll be that.
Of course, I was wrong. The Rezo said they shouldn't have control of Roche. They just go ahead and get one, but they kind of snuck
double
that
damage,
one with double
too.
damage. Yeah.
It still doesn't feel like really complexity with an Aegis on Clinks. They still can't really just brute force towers, right?
Yeah, because they have nothing that. No, they have no one that really wants to stand there on the front line.
Yeah.
Especially because the creeps aren't really going to be able to provide that function.
Yeah, Complexity pulled out already this Dazzle and Chen combo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you can grave someone, send him back home. Misery, a little short.
Oh,
on
look
that
at top.
That's the reason I thought they wouldn't ban
Double
Necro with
siege
the
unit.
because they used this combo against Necrophos.
Yeah.
Remember, they had like the grave and the send back. I think it was against VGJ Storm actually, and just recall the Chen being super active. He can gather this army of carts and. As you see, just
Middle lane, Zai taking a ton of damage from that weave as well. They get the kill, no ulti from Earthshakers. That AA blast though.
Is there a rocket to finish him? 4 seconds.
He has Grave, and he's just gonna do it just in case.
Yeah.
That's a smart play. So they do get a pick up there. Oh, but look who's here. It's Pycat. He's gonna try to TP out. Nice ulti from Chen, and now Pycat's taking a ton of damage, and he actually used that medallion. He has no armor right now. One more hit possibly. Oh, he forced steps.
He got it. He got it.
Uphill.
Evasion!
And now Pycat. Oh, see, I knew that was.
I thought he was going to rupture the Dazzle because everything was already put on.
Yeah, but why does
wait up?
He's still chasing.
He got him.
Yeah, but why does projectile miss? I mean, it was sent when he was on low ground.
It's like when you're throwing a paper plane. You throw the paper plane, and it's so easy to throw it straight. But right, whoa, did anything happen?
Well, perhaps when it was sent, it was under the. Wait, was he?
No, he just ran uphill. That's how it works.
He wasn't under the radiance.
I don't know. It looked like a homing missile to me.
That's just
should
how it
not
works.
miss.
It's always worked.
Well, it's like in those movies, though. The homing missile never hits the protagonist in the plane, right? He always does some like weird maneuver, and like manages to throw it off course.
So you're saying Pycat's the protagonist?
I mean,
Hookshot comes in, but Limp just blinks out Moo. Now getting frozen up as well as hit, but they look at that. Double 4-staffs him out. Liquid Fire is on him. Looks like Chessie does want to hit this tower a bit. He has that Deso, which helps out. And now, without Pycat, they do a little bit more, but they have to back out around Pycat's coming alive.
Yeah, I mean, they chipped the tower away a little bit. That's, it's not going to be enough. Even with that Pycat death, it doesn't feel like it's going to be too influential in the grand scheme of things.
Well, Puck is the top net worth, actually. He just keeps trading off with Blood Seeker here. He's going to have a Lincoln's. Feels like he can control the fight pretty well, though. He's level 18. Still, you just don't think it's going to be enough?
Well, you mentioned the complexity running a single core. I mean, the Puck is the most farmed hero here. Once he gets that Lincoln's up, DK can't stun him. Bloodseeker can't ult him. He needs to commit to a Blood Rage as well. It takes a lot of time to cast those 2 spells.
I still love Z-Freak's just stacking up the carts right now. Went from 2 last time. He has 3 now. Like, if you somehow, maybe you just smoke up your carts and try to backdoor a tower or something. Do you know how much damage? If you have 4 of them, that's 60 a hit on a tier 3. That is 240 in one swing. I'm just saying. Thank you. That is going to be, I actually hope we get to see that. Pycat, a little bit nervous, like he should be. The Radiant is just invading their jungle here.
Yeah, they are going in pretty deep here.
They're looking. Behind the tower, possibly. Misery is there. Moo is ready to get the slam going. But
Z-Freak is ready with those 3 cards plus extra
Dude,
armor.
Look at him. This is
hiding
actually,
in the
this
trees,
is some
too.
Age of Empires. They just got the trebuchet, as you guys would say.
Well, Age of Empires doesn't have magic. This is more like some StarCraft, like Reaver recall thing or whatever.
This is the classic
Just
stronghold game I was talking
just
about.
Bomb the tower down and then just bring them back out again.
Sadly, you didn't play Stronghold.
No,
That
yeah,
was
we're
a bad
American.
game.
Croatian
Sorry.
game.
And speaking of guerrilla warfare, this is the greatest guerrilla warfare. So cards just appear from behind the trees and just bomb the towers
Destroy the tower.
That's guerrilla warfare right there.
Jack, I'm pretty sure it could be a 0-0 game at 40 minutes.
They need
this is guerrilla warfare.
They're just applying what
you
we're
know who
calling.
they
I'm
need
all
from that
about
video?
that
They need
warfare.
this guy.
What?
They
Mr.
need this
Cobalt?
guy. Yeah. That's the leader of the
Cobalt Foreman.
Uh-oh, they're going forward in the middle. Moo actually will stun up Zai on the backside. Chessie's already killed PPD. And now, yeah, Zai is about to possibly die. No, they blink forward. Moo actually in a little bit of trouble, but that nice force tap through. We're going to see Clockwork hooks on the backside onto Limb. Not really the best guy he wants to get. The silence will get popped up. Zai goes down. And now Puck's actually in a lot of trouble.
Double kill?
Radiance, that's going to be it on the backside. CCNC popped a BKB. It looks like it did nothing. Chessie's going to try to get uphill, get those Desos on him. Can he? Oh, Moo! Gets a nice ulti.
No.
Unfortunately, he was BKB'd still for what, like 0.5 seconds. They get another kill. Limp's ready. He just wants to whoop some ass, and he will. Nice stun by Moo. This is going to be a kill, I think. One more, two more? Nah. What a play there by Moo and Limb. And my man Jack was like, yo, this game's over, man. Dyer's just slaying it right now. And look at Radiant. The Trebuchet Siege just demoralized
That was a perfect
Dyer.
Jack impression, too. Sound just like him.
Wait, where are the cards? Did they all die? They might have. Middle, they're trying to push in, get this tier 3. Oh, there they are. They have been. Oh, no. The tower, it just melts. Oh, no. He's trying to aim blast it. It drops. And wait.
He's gonna die.
He's dead, yeah. No way to get him alive there. But
the Aegis just ran out.
Yeah, that's rough. But that, I mean, that's worth it, right? You don't want your Clinks to die, but you got a tier 3.
Whatever creates the best conditions for guerrilla warfare right here. Those cards just...
Dude, they just came in out of nowhere and just
I went to the grocery
the
store yesterday, got some milk. It was like guerrilla warfare tactics.
Damn, that sounds rough. Yeah, we got, we went around, we're driving on the highway, real guerrilla warfare tactics, trying to change lanes there, Jack.
Whoa. Let's not get too crazy here.
Remember when that little guy gave me a finger? I was making faces.
Oh yeah, there was like this little kid who's looking out the window, and I don't know if Croatia they don't have kids or something, but like he made funny faces, and the little kid just flipped him off, and then the mom rolled up the window.
Lacoste making faces at kids getting flipped off,
and then the mom just rolled up the window. We're like, huh.
I don't know. If I was a kid, I'd probably flip off Lacoste.
Yeah, let's be real.
Wearing that hat for sure.
He was on the A's.
He wasn't. He was on the A's hat.
Oh, that's the A's hat for sure.
Asshole. He just looked like an asshole with the hats.
I can't believe the whole fight, by the way, I was like ready to hit the alarm. Not a double kill.
Dude, nothing.
No one got 2 kills the whole fight.
Yeah, that's the same thing when I did when Reaper sight is successfully used.
It wasn't even cast.
It wasn't even cast. Casted once unsuccessfully. That's pretty much it.
Oh, Pink's pinging out where Moo's at.
Complexity showing some life here. They've played very well.
They break something. Will Moo jump in? Limp's going to go first. That's a double silence. And we are going to see a double ulti coming out from Moo, but they need more. Limp's going to throw out that ulti. They need Chessie. There he is trying to kill Misery. He doesn't get that last hit off, though. CCNC's going to blink forward. Go on to him. Nice force staff. Limp. Double kill. Do we have to move right now, or do we have to wait for after the thing? It's going to be another kill. It's going to be another kill. Jack!
What the heck?
Yeah, that was a very
good fight. The chase continues. DK, no BKB yet. Limp is in, trying to silence the Dragon Knight. Chen with the penance on him. Can they finish him off? Packet actually kills coL. He's a full HP, has a BKB ready. Stun coming out from the Dragon Knight on that Puck. Actually, he uses the phase shift. Pycat gets a double kill. Swap around one more time.
Double kill, triple kill.
Jack, move! Jack, move! Jack, move! Jack, I can't see the damn fight. Jack, you're ruining the game.
The fight's still happening. Ultra kill goes away with Pycat. All right, a nice battle there by Pycat. Just
back in the original
spot. Kind of picking his spots really well.
AA blast flying up top. The tower getting sieged down by 4 siege creeps. That'll be the end of that.
Good fight, guys.
Jack, you got to be ready to move,
I didn't do my morning stretches, man.
Clockwork hook bottom, actually. Misery finds Moo. He 4 steps away. Stun comes out. Should save Moo.
I'm out of breath.
Good call, Grant. That ultra was a double-double.
Not just from trying to take over play-by-play either. I'm just kidding.
Nah, you're good, Jack.
So what happened, Jack? You're
the analyst. What happened?
Yeah, the fight unfolded, and I tried to run into Lacoste as fast as possible to watch the rest of the fight. Cameron was still zoomed out a little bit. We heard Grant yelling and screaming the whole time, so missed a couple kills going on, and then looks like a good fight for the Dyer.
I don't know, this mouse has a different sensitivity, so I had trouble actually watching what was happening on that screen.
Well, so it was a good start to the fight for Complexity. The smoke broke, Moo was hiding in the trees, and he came in for Dunk to start off the fight. But then over the course of time, you kind of see Dyer kind of grinding them down a little bit. The DK just soaks up an incredible amount of abuse. He's got the halberd as well. Bloodseeker comes in and just starts eating up the squishy heroes on the back line, and pretty soon Complexity cannot hold.
Yep. It feels like Klink's didn't have farm either.
So the initial burst of the fight is obviously everything for Complexity, right? They have to do critical damage and probably bring down some, at least Pycat, to be able to win the rest of the fight.
Yeah, get that Radiance out of there.
Roche is up. DK with Jack Rune.
Bottle of Jack. Top lane, Chessie is scouting out before he farms this lane, maybe looking for anything. And he has to be nervous because there shows up CCNC. All of Dire heading up top, actually.
And we're seeing the farming last hit potential of these cards down here, too. I mean, 3 rocks is 140 damage.
Yeah,
And it's not just good against water, it's good against earth and buildings, too. So we've seen that as well.
In top lane, possible fight coming out. Oh, the Dire scans, but it doesn't hit anyone. They were almost in it. Need to be careful. Whoa.
Be ready to go on camera,
We're
Jack.
going to try to pick off Peter here.
They are. Does he get him? No, he 4 steps away. Chessie will get him. We do see a Rupture coming out. Chessie taking quite a bit of damage. On the backside, though, Z-Freak trying to help out. Moo is the one who was ruptured. CCNC can't quite bring him down. And right now, it's a 1 for 0. There's still a lot of chaos going in the back. Limp goes away. Z-Freak will just TP out. And coL, well, RIP. 1 for 1 trade. 5 for 5. Not the best of what they're looking for. Uh-oh, Zai now is going to be in trouble, but now Limp's in trouble as well. His Lincoln's actually on cooldown. 4 steps through, and that Fisher perfectly blocks off Pycat. He BKB'd for nothing.
He was afraid of Echo Slam.
All right. Unfortunately, he didn't know. Moo was still a little bit far away. He was getting ready there, and now Moo is 18, so they have a little bit more of that burst. Chessie still running away. He has a BKB now, but it still feels like Klink's. If Klink's had one more damage item, right, you could definitely feel them like taking this, but it still feels he doesn't pick people off fast enough.
Yeah, just look at the acrobatics that they have to go through here to get these pickoffs. Like
Yeah.
they have to start, they're in like 5 separate places, and they have to like, you know, dink and dive a little bit here and there. It's like the...
It's like guerrilla warfare.
It's like the guerrilla warfare of like the Chinese against the Japanese in World War II. That's what it feels like.
Chimpanzee
They come out of the
warfare,
forest with like, you know, some guys have spears and stuff, and they gotta just like kill a
Should you just
person
say
with 2 spears.
Chimpanese war?
It's a chimpanzee warfare.
Yeah, haven't you read the book about that? Who's that girl who lived with the monkeys?
Oh yeah, I know.
You guys
Wait,
know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. I know what you're
And
talking about.
yeah, she talked about like the like they had like gang wars and stuff. Jane Goodall, yeah, that was some.
Oh yeah, she was like the world's foremost chimpanzee researcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the gorillas actually kill her, or what happened?
Chimpanzee, there's not
Uh-oh, they're
gorillas.
blinging in middle. We're gonna see Dazzle go down here pretty quickly. Pycat busts out his BKB right off cooldown. It works out. Limp's dead. Yeah, looks like that fight really looked well right there. I'm just gonna analyze a little bit. Just a good jump in, instant off BKB.
So who got the Aegis? Bone, where's the Cheese? Cheese is on Puck. Didn't manage to pull it off. They just insta-stun locked him. DK with that Blood Rage dealing so much damage. Let's see the push they can make. 2 dragons. That's actually 3 dragons.
Oh my god. You know what the only thing I hate about Jack's settings is his mini-map, how it says the hero name instead of the color.
just
I
reverse
can't
it.
even
Those aren't my settings. I just never change the settings.
Earthshaker in, getting stunned by Dragon Knight. Follow up by AA ulti will blast him off.
get another one, please.
Who's alive? Klinks and Chen, only one alive. Do they have a buyback? Let's see. Oh, those Draxes are going down so quickly.
Dang.
Dragon Knight with the Blood Rage plus fire from the other dragon.
Uh-oh, and he does have an Ags up on the Chen now, though, so his Midas, too. Midas off cooldown on Chen, by the way, just want to let you know. The thing is, it feels like the best creeps he can get right now are the carts because of like the actual siege damage, but he is getting some of those ancients. Obviously,
this
the
ancient
HP
here.
is good, yeah.
The Granite
that big
Golem,
boy.
15%.
Yeah.
I want to see them get Helmet Dominators and just steal his carts and use it back against them when they're sieging the base.
Jesus, Jack, you're fucking ruthless.
That's how you deal with guerrilla warfare. That's how you send a message to the guerrillas.
One more time, Jeff. I hear that word one more time from you.
You tame the gorillas as your own.
Bloodseeker, like you guys said, because of the early game, they really held, I don't know, the dam that was holding the water, and now Pycat's almost level 25, getting close to 5 slotted. He just seems like they have nothing to deal with.
Yeah.
That was my analysis.
Yeah, but Klinks needs MKB actually. There's a full butterfly on Bloodseeker. Is there any other mischance? Yeah, there is Heaven's Halberd. If he casts that on Klinks before he gets the BKB off, he's just gonna ruin Klink's game. They're just trying to siege the tier 2 tower on the top lane with the Dragonite. They still have Aegis plus a cheese and still can't fight into Dire's lineup.
And they just instantly take down that Shrine top, move over that way. Dragon Knight is going to have a Mjolnir next fight as well. He has a lot. They just have too much damage. Like, Complexity field, they're only 5k down. It feels like they're so much farther behind.
I just gotta say, you guys are so talented for being able to change positions on the fly and just pick it up and go.
How's the camera work?
It's like guerrilla warfare.
It's been the whole day. Just kidding. Jack is doing such a
I
good
think you guys
job.
have actually gotten.
I'm actually watching Jack's screen.
It only took like one bit of hate coming out for you guys to suddenly be these like really good cameramen.
All it took Jack was to use more than one finger.
Yeah, I just had to use my left
Once
hand,
decrees came in and push-ups were on the line, Jack's like, I'm in.
I wish I would. God, I wanted to dab on you
Well,
so hard.
Jack can make us happy with just one finger. Imagine what he can do with two.
With two hands.
I'm surprised you didn't say that when you were talking about the positions. As
Oh,
well.
PPD?
Oh,
Pardon me, look off.
there is Rupture committed on that bone, who still has a BKB and Aegis. He will just try to run away. No mana on him whatsoever.
What's that?
Yeah, those two ancient creeps doing such a good job, plus 2 cards. Let's see the HP on the bone once he eats a creep.
He's gonna be pretty
2.5k.
2.5k for a man with no meat on the bones. It's pretty nice.
Yep, the Bone Archer himself. And like we said, he just feels a little bit underfarmed. Obviously, he has Diffusal and Death, so now it is a little bit more damage. But until he gets that MKB, he can only really kill about 1 or 2 heroes quickly.
They just need to try to kite around that Dragonite. But it's hard with heroes like Chen and Dazzle. Those heroes do nothing to him at the moment.
Jack, may I see the net worth there, please?
All right.
I understand the buybacks, thank you.
Yeah.
The top two, still, I'm surprised to see Clink still down there at 4.
So, Grant, what do you think is going to happen in the next couple of minutes?
Next couple of minutes, I feel like coL's going to go for a smoke gank that possibly just gets scattered out.
Dragonite committed on a mid lane, just blinks in and stuns Earthshaker, just blows him off real quickly.
Oh,
Does
Grant, you're
Earthshaker have a buyback? No, he doesn't. They continue to chase Dragonite, and the other dragon uses Yules on him, will stun with an Ice Pad. Yeah, he goes down as well. That's a double kill for CCNC.
Double kill there for CCNC.
I'll try to
and,
break it down for you.
Floodgates seem to be breaking down here as the Dire looking to move in for the kill, zeroing in on the Complexity base. CCNC. There's still some time left on his Dragon Breath. There's going to be a bit of a fight up top, or at least trying to harass them.
There is Vampire Frost Mage.
Some backline guerrilla warfare trying to disrupt it. Of course, PPD is going to... Oh, he'll just barely survive with the Hook from Misery. He finally goes down here. Chessie going to be able to TP away by the skin of his teeth.
Grant's struggling.
I'm
trying to figure out what the camera controls are
Kyle
here.
is caught in a tough place. He's not even going to get the grave off here as he just gets stunned and brought down. And this will be the second lane of Rax, it looks like, here for Dire.
Yeah, but look at bottom lane, Jack, for the other side in the base.
Oh, look at this right here. This is not just guerrilla warfare. This is Game of Thrones.
Did he frenzy one of the
cards? We got a dragon, a giant, and 2 catapults
here.
The
frenzied card.
And yeah, they're doing some work here. And actually, Dire not going to finish taking objectives inside the base at all. So looks like finally
he's calling them back.
in the tower. And did that wagon
get
away? Oh, the wagon's taking...
Wagon.
Oh, the wagon survives.
Wow.
But I'm not sure when the next wave is that they'll be able to fire more wagons. But Balerion the Dread did his work there. Did as much as he could.
Yeah, Judge Dredd did it. What?
Sorry, Chen's Midas off cooldown again.
Oh.
He's always in base. It's just, a little thing. Pardon me, I'm just an observer, though, Jack.
Yeah, that's the pet peeve that Grant has there, the Chen Midas.
Just any Midas.
Use it.
You actually think Chen's buying for attack speed, Jack?
Use it.
CCNC going to continue to tank up here. And again, I like the itemization here from the Dire. A lot of evasion on their cores, which forces Clinks to either choose to itemize. So he's going to go for an MKB next, but he's got to be careful because he's not going to have buyback if he tries to complete it immediately.
Well, he needs to go all in with the items. So, there's a double damage on the bottom lane, plus Arcane Rune for the Clinks. He just passes that, leaves it to Puck, who's level 22, gets level 2 Dagon.
Yeah, they're hunting here, looking for the gank. They're going to find PPD, the slowest deer in the pack.
That's what I thought was going to happen before last team fight. coL was going to smoke up, and then the Dire would just wipe them. Like, they'd think they'd get a good catch, and they wouldn't. And it kind of worked like that.
is under attack.
Something about opponent DK. Immediately onto high ground with the ult. Elder Dragon form pop, clearing the creeps out. He's going to find himself in a little crevice bottom, so it's a little bit harder to get to him as he's going to work on this melee barracks. With Clinks coming in on the backside.
Dang,
And, he's going to start
jump.
going to work. CC&C does manage to kill
double?
Chen. Clinks has been stunned up, so he's got to start to run here. BKB duration going off. Rupture can't run that off. Pycat still hunting for him on the back. The rest of Complexity engage on the front and try to get some damage done.
Oh, no.
He just cannot hold the line against this Elder Dragon as... well, Chessie comes back in. Monster kill for Pycat. No double kill. I'm looking frantically for that at this point, but Chessie's also trying to scramble away. He's got the purge, but that'll only buy him a little bit more time. Down goes Chessie with the double kill. Oh my!
They're going in right now. Jack,
die, Grant?
and it looks like top lane getting pushed in by Chen. And that's about it.
Chen has the biggest combo you can assemble for split pushing. 2 siege creeps, a wolf, and a golem.
Deploy,
like you give
deploy.
HP, you give extra damage. Siege creep, 51 damage.
Damn, that's a hard on the DK now.
This is straight up the attack on the wall right here. You got the giant. You got the. I mean, I guess they had a dragon.
We need
so
a nice
catapults,
dragon.
but yeah.
Uh-oh.
Spoilers, Lacoste. Spoilers.
But Pycat, he's going to melt these Oh, no. The army is... That's just... coL's in shambles after that.
Yeah, there's all the morale
Jon
just
Snow just
being
came in and
crushed.
chopped everything up, and that's the end of that offensive there.
Who's Jon Snow?
Spoilers.
Is he John Cena related?
Yeah, I love Jon Cena. I've never seen him, but...
Heard he's a pretty cool guy.
he is. And Z-Freak is only level 14 on this Chen. He has so much farm than Midas, but all his gold is just coming from the split pushing, so no levels, but plenty of items. What can coL do right now to bring it back, Jack? Or can they? Be honest. Be brutally honest if you need to.
I don't think they can. I think they've been in a lot of trouble. I think they've played actually very well, even holding on for this long at this point in the game. Like again, you can see like their coordination, their very clear vision for what needs to be done in fights and how to win this game. You can still see that there, but I just think in terms of the draft, how the early mid-game went, they just felt a little bit. Their momentum was just broken too many times by the Dire, and you know a lot of this feels like a bit like of a technicality at this point. And unless Dire makes some huge mistakes, it's going to be very difficult.
Chessie will break their smoke, and oh, nice BKB getting popped so he doesn't get stunned, but Pycat just drops the Abyssal Blade on him. Whoa, buyback comes. And Chessie's still alive somehow through that grave. He is ruptured, he runs, he dies. Triple kill. We got to move twice, that means.
No, that's one.
No, it's every double.
What? I thought it was double or triple. I thought
He continues to attack the Earthshaker.
Ultra
Ultra kill. Move. GG is called. Jack, you
And
finish.
GG is called out here by Complexity, who will actually not only take a loss and show they can bleed in the series, but go down 0-2 to the Dire. So, Complexity. You know,
Frantic to come back here to BTS house where things have been going a bit better. No,
Yep.
but seriously though, that is something new for Complexity.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, let's talk a little bit, Jack. I'll let you catch your breath. Complexity, they were only down 1 kill, but they were down about 15,000 gold. It just felt like, did they pick themselves into a corner with their draft?
Yeah, I feel like this bone, once it gets to late game, he was lacking 1 damage item. I mean, he had Diffusal and Deso plus a BKB. I don't feel that's enough to take down both Bloodseeker and Dragon Knight. Plus they had some evasion. He didn't have anything yet to counter that evasion. Overall, Complexity did a good job. I thought they were gonna lose earlier, but somehow they managed to split push with those dragons and wagons.
Yeah. Look good. Jack, anything else you
the
saw?
rivalry continues here as Peter takes a couple more games here off Swindle and Complexity. Again, their only blemishes on their record so far in this league. They still need 1 win coming up in the series against Digital Chaos to secure first place. But for the Dire, as we already established, that last victory in the first game of the series assured them a spot in the playoffs, and now they finish the King's Cup group stage run at 10-4, which is at present still makes them eligible potentially for first place. They're going to need some help from Digital Chaos, though, if they want that.
They're tied for first right now.
Yeah,
right?
they're tied for first. So if Complexity, just goes 0-2 again, coL won't even be in first anymore. We'll actually have 3-way tiebreaker for first. We thought it would be for third and fourth, but apparently, the throne Dakota, just like I'm coming for it next series, is in a little
What
trouble.
happens if? Go ahead.
Sorry, there's another way to look at this too, which is, Complexity know that they have sewn up a place in the playoffs, and maybe they can try some things or experiment with some drafts a little bit more. I don't think this should shake Complexity's confidence too much. I mean, they know that they have to respect Dire going into the playoffs for sure, but it felt to me like they wanted to try some things out here. And
yeah, they know all they need is one win to secure first place. So, I mean, all they need is one win next series. But it really did feel like the Dire just played a lot better than they did in previous days. Peter, he got on an AA twice, and we've seen AAs have just been, it's just a game-winning hero right now. Infamous 2-0 DC with it. I believe DC actually won a game on their own against whoever they played yesterday again. I'm sorry, I forget. And now 2 games in a row for Dire now. Pardon me, I'm dying here.
Careful, don't hurt yourself.
Well, finally, the Dire looks like a team that knows what they're doing. I guess they just needed a little bit more time, some practice, some scrims, and I think CCNC really played amazing this game. One death on that Dragon Knight, those initiation stuns, he pretty much found the Earthshaker before who could get any big Echo Slams.
Yeah. So do we have tiebreakers no matter what now?
No, it depends on the outcome of
1-1.
A 1-1 is no tiebreaker.
So now we have the scenarios much more clear for the final series. If
Unless you're dumb like me, sorry.
If Digital Chaos are, again, if they're able to get even one win, then they're going to advance into the playoffs.
Yep.
If it's a 2-0 for Digital Chaos, in Digital Chaos fifth, then we'll have tiebreakers for first place between Digital Chaos, Complexity, and the Dire.
Mm-hmm.
If, however, Complexity wins 2-0 over DC, then they will have to play for the right to be in the playoffs in a tiebreaker against VGJ Storm.
That's pretty hype. And then if it's 1-1, it is no tiebreakers, our top 4 set with VGJ not making it.
We've got CCNC, our boy Quinn Callahan on a call right now.
It's me, Young Quinn. So.
Young Quinn, what's going on?
CCNC, how are you feeling after that Tuesday? I mean, Complexity, 10-0. You guys just came over here. You saw that they did have flesh, and you made them bleed.
Yeah, Dream League knew it was up.
Damn. Come on, man. But for real, how are you actually feeling after that win? You're feeling pretty good, right? I can feel it.
Yeah, it feels good. First match together on LAN. So haven't beat coL yet. We lost a bunch of them in scrims, so it's it's nice.
You guys are together on LAN right now. How's it being with everybody buddy in the room? Any awkward tension at all? Do you guys think you just kind of got together and got down to business right away?
No, I think we're pretty chill. I mean, I just saw PyCat and Zai this morning because they got in really late last night, and so me, Misery, and PVD were at the LAN center playing some pubs. But I just saw them this morning, had breakfast, and then came and played our matches.
That's good. So that's probably good. You guys did look pretty damn rough in the first couple of series. Obviously, you had a stand-in the first day, but now you picked it back up. You actually have a chance to be first place in the group and pick who you want. Or who are you rooting for in this next series? You're rooting for DC, right? You have to.
I don't really care, honestly. You have to beat everyone to win it, so who cares who you play first?
So you really don't want to be able to choose, because you don't have to beat everyone. It's single elims, so you have a chance to avoid someone on that bottom side.
I'm not scared, man.
Okay, I was just trying,
Grant, you keep telling these players you think they're scared.
You insinuating something?
Yeah, I'm insinuating you're freaking going to get dumpstered by somebody. I'm not going to tell you who, but... Yeah, but for real, my man Jack has another question for you here.
Oh, Quinn, were you scared of the guerrilla warfare carts sieging your base?
That was actually pretty scary. There were a couple times where I'm like, I chased down that cart and I stunned it top. They're actually so annoying.
Yeah, we saw, and then on that bottom push, right, the 2 carts and the Ancient Thunderhide, your tower actually, they were doing more damage with just those carts than your Dragon Knight, but you pulled it off. That game, when did you know you guys kind of had it secured? Because we were discussing it, it felt like Complexity. They were all in on their early game, and you just held the dam up before the flood. When were you confident there?
I think that game was pretty hard for them to win a draft.
Okay.
Yeah, you played pretty amazing with the Dragon Knight in the second game. Seems like every time I see Dragon Knight against the Puck lineup, every time Dragon Knight wins the game. Why is that?
The lane is pretty cancerous. You can't gank the DK with Puck, so you just have this Puck here that likes to dominate his lane and snowball, and he just can't do that. They also have all physical damage. This is some real free DK game. If I had more than one death, they would have been real questionable.
Yeah.
Did you guys coordinate your itemization at all? Because it looked like you went to Halberd, and then the double evasion on PyCat kind of was just like, oh, we have to make Clinks get some kind of either MKB or Bloodthorn or something to even fight us.
Not really. I wanted the Halberd to break Lincolns, and it's also nice versus Clinks.
Jack, you dumbass. No, but for real, you guys will end now 10 and 4. You have a chance for first place. You say you don't care if you get first place. That sounds like loser's mentality, but we appreciate you for coming in, Quinn, and hopefully we'll talk to you maybe in a couple of days during the playoffs.
Yeah, thanks, man. Hopefully.
All right, see you later.
See you.
See ya.
All right, and that was a good, we've heard a lot of these people, right? Mason now says he's scared of no one. CCNC's scared of no one. Only one of those people can win the tournament. Only one team can win the tournament. Someone needs to be scared.
It's probably coL or I mean,
right.
VGJ maybe not scared, but they're watching today very closely.
Well, they are now rooting. Who is VGJ rooting for? They're rooting for
Complexity.
Complexity. Yes, they're rooting for Complexity. A 2-0. They need a 2-0 from Complexity. And Complexity, like we said, maybe experimented. We've seen them run stuff like this before, but that is for another time. We are going to do a quick break here, and when we get back, we're going to go over DC versus Complexity, the very last series before the playoffs. So, you know what? Just keep it chill and keep it ill, and always feel yourself.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every